Comparing and Contrasting, Module 3, page 27. In your personal and professional life, you will frequently compare and contrast people, things, or ideas. To compare means to show how things are similar. To contrast means to show how things are different. Employers often must compare and contrast two or more job applicants. College students may compare and contrast two historical periods for an assignment. People often compare and contrast two products they are considering buying, or two people they know. Let's look at some examples. Elaine leaves his job at 4 p.m., but Isabella usually doesn't leave work until 5:30 p.m. Would this be an example of comparing, showing how Elaine and Isabella's jobs are the same, or contrasting, showing how Elaine and Isabella's jobs are different? This example would be showing contrast. Elaine, he leaves at 4, Isabella leaves at 5. The sentence is explaining how their jobs are different, so it's contrasting their jobs. Let's look at a second example. Isabella's commute to and from work is like Elaine's, as they live near each other. Again, is this comparing, showing how things are the same, or contrasting, showing how it's different? This example would be a comparison. It's showing how Isabella and Elaine's commutes are similar because they live near each other. Cue words and transitional phrases are important to use when transitioning between objects and ideas. They help readers follow the discussion and keep track of how an argument progresses. They remind the reader of what has come before and connect it to the information that's coming next. Here are a list of a few cue words. On one side, we have comparison cue words. Words like, compared to, similar, likewise, in the same way, as well as, both, to, as the same time, in addition, same as. These cue words indicate to the reader that the sentence is a comparison, and there's comparison happening. Contrast cue words like unlike, conversely, however, nevertheless, still, although, while, but, even though, although, despite, yet, regardless, on one hand, on the other hand. These cue words indicate that there's contrast. They help the reader connect the information before the cue word to show that it's contrasting with the information after the cue word. Again, they help the reader follow the discussion and keep track of the argument. If we look at our examples, in this first example of Elaine leaving his job at 4 and Isabella leaving at 5:30, there was the cue word but. That short word does a lot of work in this sentence. It helps the reader understand that there is contrast between these two ideas, even without looking at the information. Can you see the cue word in the second sentence? The cue word in the second sentence about Isabella and Elaine's commute is the word like. Like indicates that there's a similarity between Isabella and Elaine's commutes. Remember, to compare means to show how things are similar, and to contrast means to show how things are different. Cue words, transitional phrases, they're important to use when transitioning between objects and ideas. A list of important comparison and contrast keywords are found below.